Alright, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I get these rock lights from the guys over at Swamped Off Road. It's a full kit, 4 of them. They're 3 LEDs each. They come with rubber pads for mounting. They got these ones with a curve for mounting on tubes, and then these for a flat mount. The wires just go through the little groove here, and they come with plenty of wire. I'll have to actually measure how much wire it comes with, but they got these O-ring connectors that screw together to seal them up, so you can run all the junctions outside the Jeep. Give them a little power supply here. I'll hook them up. We'll see how bright they are. Alright, so I got the power supplies hooked up here. I'm gonna shut the lights off, and well, we'll flip them on first. They're all damn bright. Shut the lights off. They're definitely brighter than what I currently have. So then make sure we got our connectors here. They're just screwed together like that. It's a simple collar that slides over them. This little O-ring here seals them together. And it's just a 2-wire. It's got a little keyway in it because they are LEDs, so they will only work plugged in one way. It's not like a regular light bulb where you can plug positive and negative and switch them between each other and you'll still get a functioning light. So, alright, so the current ones I got, I put in their old style. They're just a dot. They have a screw on the back side holding them in. But the nice part is I already got all my wiring ran, so I already have 3/4 of the work done. They're all mounted fairly decently in a safe spot. With the new ones, I might move them over into this location since it's a little bit larger of a light. We'll see though. The rears here, you can see that. I'm gonna we'll go over how I mounted them and got to them and everything. And for the switching, I just ran the wiring to the dash here. Just got switches here. I got my front lights, my reverse lights, and then my rock lights. So then we got our front and rear lockers on the other side, and then my fan switch, because I got a manual turn on for my electric fan. So let's get going. Finally putting in these rock lights that I got from the guys over at Swamped Off Road like months ago. We're gonna take out these old little ones and put in the new ones that they sent me that are 3 LEDs and bright as fuck, and got these awesome mounting pads. I could put them on the tubes if I wanted to, but I'm gonna use the flats. I'm gonna be doing a video on how I put them all in and a little bit of a review on them. So we'll brighten my wheel wells up a bit, especially since this one here is dimming the fuck out. Alright, so I unraveled the cord. It's actually really long. I'm just figuring out the first spot I want to put the front ones. I had my original ones here in this factory hole actually. I think I'm going to mount the new ones right here off to it, off to the side. Be a pretty good spot for them. Seems like it'll light everything up pretty good. Kind of hard to talk because I got the windows open in the garage here, but everything looks pretty well lit. So we're gonna go over there. You can actually use the pad, has the holes already in it for mounting that match up with the holes on the light. It obviously goes the other way, but I don't want you to be able to see. So I'm actually going to use the pad as the template, and I hope I got the camera in the right spot. Also to note, rock lights make a work light really, really good. You could use a center punch, but I'm in my garage at home. I don't have a spring center punch here, so also highly important that I should note, make sure you look above first where you're drilling. I got all sorts of wires and relays and shit up here. I looked beforehand as to where the holes are going to end up. So, but you should have the factory air box there if you don't have an aftermarket intake. So, alright, I got one hole drilled in. I'm going to put a bolt through, and that'll swing it off so I can drill the next hole. Or at least attempt to. Let me get my hole marked. Yep. I'm sure you can't see it, but screw. So I have both holes drilled in here. They both line up. Gonna put the pad on the light like so. And voila, I'm gonna run my wires through the hole that I had the original one through, and then I got access to the two bolts to put the nuts on, and I'll repeat the same with the other side. So we got the wire in on the one side, so mount it up, ran the wire through. Really should run a grommet through this hole. I gotta pick some up. I don't currently have any in the garage here, so we're gonna move over onto this other side. I'll show you. First, you're gonna need to pull the fuse box out. It's actually 4 clips, but I have one busted off. I gotta wrap a little extra wiring too over here, so you most likely won't have all that nonsense. Where the hell did I even run this thing? Yeah, I'm directly under here. I'm gonna save myself a little bit of time, and I'm gonna disconnect my terminals here, and we'll finish getting that pulled out. Alright, so I disconnected my leads from my fuse box. The safe thing to do would be to pull your terminals off. I don't want to do that, so I just taped off the leads. I bungee corded the box out of the way here, and then now I have access to my old rock light, which is mounted yet again in a factory hole, and I'm gonna pull that out. I'll hook the new one in like I did the other side, and run the wiring across. I'm gonna put our wherever I put it, I'm gonna put the junction block that they provided up here, and that'll run these two together. So we'll be back. Alright, so I got, we're using one rock light as a work light for the other rock lights. So I got it all mounted up, as long as it's not blinding the camera. Got access in here. I had to put a little notch in the tray here just to get to the other bolt, just because I wanted to mount it back set some, like on the other side. And we'll go over to the other side here. Those ones are in. We're gonna keep going. Alright, so we're on to the back. Obviously we're gonna have to pull everything out of the back here. I don't have a whole lot back here. I just got a couple ARB bags with miscellaneous recovery stuff in them, straps, snatch blocks, all that good stuff. Our ever so favorite Crazy Beaver shovel. Everyone always loves this thing. And I got factory tie-down points. Then car seat. I do have this. Most likely none of you will have this because this was done by me. I did do a tank tuck last year. Gives you a shit ton of extra room. And I decided to run the lines over the frame rail. And I of course have no spare tire well. So a lot of people opt to tube holes in the unibody rail and run the fuel lines that way, but I just opted to talk to myself. Say hi. Hi. A lot of people opt to put holes in the unibody rail, and then they could run the lines through there. I mean, there is a room to do it. It was my preference not to put holes in the unibody. It just didn't seem right to me. So, but everyone's got their own opinion.
Daddy, I see my receipt.
So I'll share this one with you guys while I'm doing stuff here as Jenny tries to get in. A lot of people don't know where to put their high lifts. If you take it apart, it actually fits underneath the rear seat really well. I got the rest of it wrapped up in towel here just so it doesn't rattle and bang around and stuff. I also have a breaker bar and the socket and extension to pull all the wheels off. So just that little tidbit of sharing. And what I'm doing now, gotta flip the seats down. I'm gonna pull all the anchor points here out, and I'm gonna flip the carpet out so I can gain access to the holes where I put the old rock lights in. And I'm gonna strip that all down, then we'll be back. Alright, so back. I got all my inside plastics pulled out here. I'll show you this one quick. I do have these rear reverse lights hooked up so they come on with my reverse lights, but I also have them hooked up to a switch that's on my dash, and I did that with a double relay. They both have the same feed for power. One signaled by the reverse lights and the other signaled by the switch, but they both have the same out feed going to the lights, and this is possible because they're both getting the feed off the output end, so it won't backfeed to it because it's a relay. So get in here, and here we can see where I had the old rock lights here. I still got them in here, and it's a pretty good spot. I went off the line where the carpeting was the first time I did it, where the plastic left the mark, and I just notched out this little section of carpet to allow clearance, but that's going to be irrelevant now because that's just going to be feeding wire in, which I already have my wires ran, so I'm going to use the same signal. And we're going to get those switched out when we'll be back. Alright, Alright, so I got the lights mounted up. They're damn bright. We'll go shut the light off quick. There's a slight difference between these and the old ones, as we can see here. Shut my tailgate. So I do have both of them in. Just got to finish buttoning everything back up inside, and we'll be back. And I almost forgot the most important part here. The lights bolted back in. I ran the wires through the holes that I already drilled, and we got the two nuts and bolts here, and I just got to tie the wiring up. There's a little bit extra, of course, because there's enough here to run all the way to the front of the Jeep to the junction box, but I already have power ran back here to the switch, so I'm not doing that. And yeah, all right, I got everything all buttoned back up here. Got my bag strapped all back down. Say hi, John. Button her all back up. We got we'll shut the lights off here. Got all of our lights in. Gonna pull her outside. See what she looks like. Huh? You're gonna buckle? Hurry up! Buckle you. We're only going in the driveway, silly. You're all set? Alright, we'll move to the driveway. Uh-oh, so it's raining out. That's okay. We'll get out. See how bright they are. Definitely an improvement over the old ones. Especially the rears here. The rears were burnt out on the old set. I hope this all shows up here. They're so bright. And they were so easy to mount too. Just two holes. They come with the nuts and bolts, and the rubbers that they come with actually seal them up to the body, so it seals up any holes that you make. So, and that's gonna be it. If you want to see more of my Jeep, you can follow me on my Instagram. I'll put the name below. It's DeSanti_off-road. So, until next time.